Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spooty.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how those little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. Man, it's been forever since we recorded it. So I'm just kidding. It's been like 10 minutes.
It's been a while.
Hey, if this is your first time,
Tell him, Corey.
hey, if this is your first time listening or watching on YouTube, or you're new to the show, well, thanks. We appreciate it. We want you to know we're not experts.
Snarky.
We are mostly not experts. We're just whoozy, and we really like toys.
The guy who plays the guitar.
Yeah. So let's introduce the band, shall we, Jason?
Let's do that.
All right.
Up
On
first, on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero and part-time announcer. It's Corey Canny.
Hey, on rhythm vocals and lead guitar, it's the quiet one.
The true master of the universe, Elgin Arney. Yo, La Tango. What does he say?
YOLO Tango.
Batman.
That's it.
Next up on the bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy. It's Spooty.
Hey.
Spooty. Hi there, Spooty. You want to sit on my lap?
Can't make the whistle noise.
And on drums, it's me. I'm Jason. That's what they call me. And I'm here to talk about my love of Transformers and all things awesome. Oh, man, guys. We have a monumental show this time. A national monument, that is. Imagine if you
Good pun.
got to design Mount Rushmore. And you get to pick the 4 most important, legendary, iconic characters from your favorite toy line. Man, that sounds fun. Let's do that today.
Yeah.
We're also going to visit a toy store that could have a really great theme song if they wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
We might dance a little bit to it later.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Cracktastic Pod and all them other places like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon at Cracktastic Plastic, and our website. Tell them where that is,
Man,
Corey.
that's really messing with you that I did some of this, isn't it?
But you did anything, yes. It always throws me off.
Cracktasticplastic.com.
That's right. And while you're there on the internet, please stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs.
There's a hair in the foam on my
I
microphone. It's really bugging me.
They're really cool. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry for your toys, some really great backdrops for your dioramas. They got the coolest stuff. That's toyhacks.com. But right now, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools. If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right. We have to do that. Corey, you brought things, and you always have cool things to bring. So what did you bring? That's cool.
Jesus. Okay, so I brought this last time I brought this next to last
No
time
do-overs.
we recorded. Well, but it's do-over because it's complete now because I got this was missing, the landing gear cover, and these were missing, the canard wings, which those are 3D printed.
I was going to say.
But they also
good.
were the 3D printed ones were $10 on eBay for the pair of them versus like between $20 and $35 a piece. If you get lucky, they're $20 each. So anyway, and then the landing gear cover I actually got for like $5. It was like it was like the cheapest one. Every other one was like at least 15. So got lucky there.
And this is called the what again?
Conquest.
Conquest
30.
It's such a cool, iconic.
And then this guy's called Scrap Iron, and the missile box there that you've got in your hand, and the little cable thingy, the little controller thing, that's accessory pack. That would originally have been, I think, black, but I bought that one. That was another one we talked about on the last episode about a guy like having something for sale and me being like, I'll give you this much, and he's like, no, I'll take this much, and I was like, nah, that's okay, I'll go find it on eBay for cheaper. I don't generally like to do that, but I also don't generally like to spend more money than I have to.
Yeah.
And I bought this one with the accessory pack stuff specifically because it's that red color, and it just looks more Cobra-y to me.
Oh, yeah.
With the red and the blue versus mostly blue. Let me look in my box real quick.
Is
Okay.
that Conquest? Was that the Toys R Us one or not?
This one is not. The Toys R
Okay.
Us one is the camo one that I
Okay.
brought a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha.
It's same mold and everything, but that one is expensive and this one's not.
Right.
Good,
Like-
because I think Spooty just broke it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, that's those two things. That's actually all that I had for this week
Awesome.
for Thrill of the Hunt. I'm keeping it short
I like it.
because I kept it long last time.
Speaking of long, I got nothing. Elgin, you have stuff.
Yes.
What'd you get recently?
Um,
Whoa.
Sweet lunchbox.
Thank you. This is a lunchbox. I got this for Father's Day.
Aw.
From,
Aw.
family. So it's the Revelation lunchbox. It doesn't have a thermos. It just is just a plain
That's okay.
lunchbox, which is fine.
It's
But-
okay because I'm picking out a thermos for you.
When you have art that awesome.
Yeah, it has both the Evil Warriors and Heroic Warriors
That's
on
cool.
each side and on each side there too. So very much like the Netflix Revelation show.
Oh, it's freaking awesome.
I was going to bring something else, but I forgot. I thought it was in my box. Anyway, doesn't matter. Also got these wrestling pieces.
What?
Yeah, they were in a two-pack. I got this table and chair,
Nice.
so I can
Oh.
do table and chair matches.
Are you kidding?
Ladder. Well, they do table chair ladder match, but it's a breakaway table. So if you have E-Man here, just
Oh,
that's
breaking it
cool.
apart.
man.
So as
Really
soon,
should have got you one of those chairs.
yeah, I
I
know.
know.
Yeah,
St. Louis was
I
it?
should have. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saga Toys. Should have. Anyway, so as soon as I opened this up and like did that, breaking through, Ethan's like, "This is the coolest toy ever," and then proceeded to play with it for like the next few hours, just like breaking it every time.
put it back together,
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah, and the ladder's cool too. It came with. It's a 2-pack that it came with.
That's awesome.
I think they had them on Amazon. So I got that also for Father's Day. Can pass it around. And also got, which I've been using in some videos now, is this little wireless microphone.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I do my Motu Monday videos, I can have some pretty good audio. Instead of trying to use the phone there, I can hook up this microphone, which looks like a little clip-on mic. And then that connects to...
Everybody's chopping it.
connects to this little dongle, I guess you call it, to the phone, and then that wirelessly connects. So not Bluetooth or anything, but this is the antenna for this mic. So then I can just attach that to my
Oh, that's pretty cool.
clothes, and then I can have audio straight to my phone for
Close mic'd audio.
yeah, close mic, because I don't talk very loud or enunciate. So it helps.
So
it helps
wait,
with
now,
that.
Does YouTube know your name now?
I don't know. I haven't looked at any of the
Okay.
new ones with the closed captions one, but maybe. You guys can check it out. Go to our Moti Monday
Can I?
YouTube videos.
Was that an expensive thing?
I think they're only $30
That's
on
not
Amazon.
bad. That's
I
not
got
bad.
it. I got it once again for a Father's Day present.
Is there any
good,
software, or
huh?
you just
Nope,
plug it and
you
go?
it's plug and play.
Nice.
So you just plug it into. It also came with a Apple one, which I don't have, but if I had an Apple phone, you could use
Adapter,
You could use that as well. But
Super
it's
cool.
a USB-C, and then you just turn on the mic, and the mic you would charge. You have a charger for that,
And then you can hook them together for handy
Yeah.
storage.
and then
That's pretty
you
cool.
just plug the other part in your phone, and then once you turn the mic on, then it connects to it automatically. As soon as you start videos, it shows up that it's there, and then you just go. So
That's
it's been
pretty
great for
awesome.
the videos, unboxing videos and stuff that I'm doing on YouTube. So
Yeah.
instead of trying to like yell into the, because I have
right.
the camera on the ring light that Corey gave me, and it's further away, so I can get a wide shot. But then it's on the other side. The microphone was usually on the other side of the phone, so it's better to have something close.
So it's
mic
got at
like
least
that.
like a 10-foot range so that you can stay back on. And
Yeah. Are you talking about this microphone?
yeah.
Yeah, I just have it like clipped to right here, so it's just.
And then do you use your phone as the camera though, and that's
Yeah.
how far away from you?
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Jason, how far
It doesn't
was-
say,
yeah.
but it says 6-hour working time.
Yeah.
That's
charge.
pretty cool.
Yep.
Huh.
The
So
camera's
great.
maybe 6 feet away. I think. You were there helping me with one.
Yeah, it's
So then you
Probably.
just need some Bluetooth earbuds,
Yeah,
and then you could hear yourself.
I don't really need to hear. I mean,
I mean, I know what
I know what I sound like.
yes, we could all get these for our videos. That would be
Yeah.
good. Have a good audio. That's awesome.
And then one more thing. It's off camera here.
oh
Oh.
my goodness.
toner.
He's slowly moving in.
Okay. So this is the Mega Constructs Havoc staff. I got this. My brother got this for my birthday. We finally got together for our birthdays. Our birthdays are in March, and we finally got together in June to celebrate. And he got this for me. He got some other stuff for me too, but I forgot to bring it. But this was the biggest thing.
That's awesome.
And then I did a live build of this as well on our YouTube channel. So go check it out if you want to sit through 2.5 hours of me building. But yeah, it's like
you can
a meter
also
long or so. It's huge. So
you can also change the settings on the on the video to speed.
yeah, you can speed watch it.
Yeah, you can watch
Two
it.
times.
Oh yeah.
2 times
2,
speed.
3, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then be really fast building. But yeah, it's on YouTube if you want to watch it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been
Or
in
you can
the
slow
videos
it
as
down,
well.
and it'll sound like he's drunk while he's
Yeah,
doing
that's
it.
true.
Actually, I
yeah.
didn't talk through the entire thing. I just
Oh.
had music playing in the background, so I just had some actually merry music playing in the background.
That's good music.
Yeah, that's all.
Awesome.
I have.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
cool as hell.
How about you, Spooty?
Well, kind of talked about it in the last episode. So it depends on
You stole my thunder in the last episode, and now this is all about stealing my thunder in this episode.
Yeah, I got some throttle bots.
What are throttle bots?
They're these little guys. That there's Chase and Freeway and Goldbug and Wide Load.
What's this guy's name?
Wide load.
Okay. Yeah. So. like I said,
You have that.
And I have a
I
searchlight
this guy
that we
and-
pulled out on the last video that's very brown. So I'm missing one of the originals, and that's Roll Bar, little green Jeep, which I had actually won an auction for on eBay, and then he said he couldn't find him.
Liar.
Dick.
Yeah.
Whatever. Couldn't find it.
What I actually won an auction for was a Roll Bar and Goldbug. It was both of them, and I got them for like $20.
Yeah.
And I had just assumed somebody messaged them with a better offer.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
I'll give you $1 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you pull them back and then they go forward.
They do not like pop up on their own.
Yeah.
These guys do. The Battle Chargers,
Pop bots.
which are a little bit bigger. I showed this guy before, but
I don't remember.
Bumblebee's
this guy.
faster. I'm having a drag race over here while you guys do.
Anyway.
Runabout.
about.
Yeah.
I still need to run amok.
Oh, with a gun?
Yeah, with a gun. I got them for like $5.
That's bullshit. I need to just have you eBay shop for me. Oh, wait, you kind of do.
I do, but if I don't have it, I get it
You
for
just keep it.
myself.
I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Hence
Yeah,
these
those are in great
guys.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah, just tell me what you're looking for.
I love shopping at eBay.
This looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
comes Rosie with her
Laser
vacuum.
Bolt from He-Man. This vehicle like that.
All
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. Well, I got a couple things too. I recently moved, and in this new toy room, I got the light switch. It's not right when you walk in the door. It's like on the next wall over.
Uh-huh.
And so, obviously, in the toy room, I blacked out all the windows. No
Yeah,
light. Keep that light away from
Oh,
me.
yeah. Mine's in the basement, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's dark when I try to go in there, and I'm like, you know what I need? I need a night light
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because there's an outlet directly under this light switch.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm like, well, it's in the toy room, so I need a transformer-y, robot-y night light. And then I found this neat one on eBay for like $10, I think. And
Sweet.
yeah, it was listed as Transformers and vintage from the 80s, but I don't necessarily think that it's actually Transformers brand.
No, it looks vintage, though.
It's definitely got the vintage part, but not the. Yeah, it's a little more Gundam-y or something. I don't know, but it totally works, and it keeps me from being scared of the dark. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, and then I never had the Prime toy line. I mean I got the Starscream,
Yeah.
obviously, or there's like 3 of them, and I have those, but like I never really collected any toys. And then I recently came into a collection of a lot of Prime toys, and so this one I just wanted to show off because he's got like amazing color scheme. It's like this neon green and yellow and orange and black, and he's called Dead End. And yeah, from Prime, and he's got his sweet little ninja swords, green ninja swords, and
That's what I was looking for, too.
We're both looking for the cord so we can plug this in.
Yeah, so I can,
but why? It just lights up. What's the?
well, we want to see it light
There's
up.
a little glow. You probably won't even see it in this lit room, so it's not very bright, but
We'll do it after the show.
yes, we definitely will turn all the lights off. But yeah,
Yeah,
Dead
Ninja
End.
Swords are pretty cool.
Oh, and you can actually like take this out and change the bulb, maybe?
Probably.
His swords also store in his
I'm not gonna try.
back. You can stick him in
yeah.
there. He's got a little spot for him. It's
Cool.
pretty kick-ass. But yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, he's pretty fun, and I've had a lot of fun playing with this Prime toys. There's some really good, just amazing engineering in these transformations. Just like every other day, my mind's getting blown. I'm like,
How do they
Just-
do it?
how did they do this? Or just you get done and you're like, man, that was so cool. I haven't seen Transformers with transformations like they are in that toy line. It's definitely unique and really cool.
That's pretty cool. You can like shine the light through his head and
Oh yeah, he's got light piping in
Yeah.
his eye beard thing. And
Eyebeard.
yeah, his yeah, I was looking. Yeah, the mouth is really cool on this. The emerald green, like yeah. Anyway,
yeah, so that's what I got. All right. Well, oh.
But does he
Rudy's turn.
break through a table?
No, totally not the coolest toy at
throw
this
it hard
table.
enough.
Hey, come on, no, come on. Let's get into our topic of today.
all right. Monumental, did you say?
Yes.
Monumental.
Okay, so there was a lot of behind the scenes discussion on this one. I'm still not sure that we're all on the same page necessarily.
I'm just gonna do it the way I plan to, and then y'all
And
can do whatever you want.
That's
too,
what I
and it's
figured was
gonna
going to
be awesome.
happen. So, Corey, in your Mount Rushmore, which
Well,
4 characters do you
See,
think,
when I got ridiculed
and why,
earlier,
or say why?
well, when I got ridiculed for this earlier for doing it wrong,
Why did?
Ridiculed is a very strong word.
yeah, when I got
Oh.
fucking hammered, or
Oh,
no,
what?
no, I,
Hate mail. You got
yeah, when I got
mail.
hate mail, when Jason literally came to my house and put a sword through my guts, no, so
You ask one question.
and you get the
Suddenly
sword.
the bad
well,
guy.
so there was some
Okay.
discussion about whether about like the 4 toys that like in our collection that are like the monumental ones that we want to show off to the world, and then it changed to kind of the
Right. I use the words important, legendary, iconic.
Yeah.
It didn't really change. That was always in the copy, I think.
It always was. And then you heard which words?
Fuck if I know.
Some other word
It
that's
doesn't
not
matter.
there.
I'm still excited to hear which.
Yes.
I mean,
four.
so for me, like there are 4 toys currently in my collection that are probably the ones I'm most proud of.
That's awesome.
The one is that Toys R Us Sky Striker, or not Sky Striker, X30 with the really expensive Ace, the gray one, which we've featured several times, so I didn't bother bringing it.
So Ace.
Yeah, the Ace.
It's the place.
The
So
gray
one of the heads is Ace.
No. That's just my toys that are in my collection. That
So
see,
it-
okay, so
so
the
it's
way
not
that
a
the way that I
Character,
understood
it's a
the way that I
jet.
understood the assignment,
It's like 4 Sky Strikers.
I know.
the way that I understood the assignment was, which 4 toys in your collection that like are you most proud of that you want to show off to the world? And I'm pretty sure "show off to the world" are words that came out of someone's mouth at some point. So that's the way that I took the.
No, we get that now.
That's the way that I took
and
the
that's
assignment.
fine.
I did it the other way too.
No,
But forgot what I was going to say.
Welcome to our world.
so
And the reason for that one is because it's like a lot of these are ones that I got really good deals on. So like that's one of them. The other one is my complete Zartan, which he's always missing like the knee pads or something. And I suppose he could actually go on Mount Rushmore because he can change his face to be anyone he wants because he's the master of disguise. And his swamp skier is in here too. The box is in there, but I don't need to take that out. The box just holds all the pieces when you take it apart.
That's the one you got at the toy store that we can't figure out what toy store it
Yeah.
is. So this is one of the heads, right?
No.
In Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
That's-
so
that's different.
everyone
Oh.
keeps asking. So my Mount Rushmore, the things that would be on the heads of Mount Rushmore for me would probably be Cobra Commander, He-Man, Optimus Prime, and Darth Vader, because those are like the 4 most iconic
to you.
characters to me from each of the 4 major toy lines of the 80s. So that's the short and simple answer because I did the assignment the right way also, apparently.
I'm just shocked that Darth Vader made it on there.
Yeah,
just
that's weird.
because
I know you
because
hate
it's
Star
like,
Wars,
Like a
Because
lot.
and everyone who likes Star Wars, you hate them.
I know. And notice I didn't say God fucking Zilla.
That's true. That's true.
No, because those are like the 4 most recognizable to me anyway, and probably to a lot of people, the 4 most recognizable characters from each toy line, from the 80s, or I guess 70s.
well, Lion-O has something to say about that.
Well, Lion-O can go sit in the corner and spit up a hairball.
Okay.
No, I mean realistically though, if we're talking about the 4 most iconic toy lines from that era, it's G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, and Star Wars. And so for me, yeah, those 4 dudes are the heads of Mount Rushmore.
Well, I was gonna do that at the end after we were all done. I was gonna let us all pick the most of all time.
Oh,
But
well,
then you
for
just
me
did
that's
that,
it.
so.
Okay, so there you go. The other one I brought, and some of the missiles have fallen off in the box, but it's the and I haven't done the stickers yet because I'm waiting for a time when we can hang out and do stickers. But yeah, that's my Jetfire Sky Striker. And the
He's
Hound,
pretty.
the Hound Vamp, which is just a modern vamp with some Transformers stickers on it.
Oh, this is definitely one of the most iconic parts of your collection.
It is, yeah, and that was like my one of practically the only like if there are grails in my collection, this was one of them. There goes another missile. I should have just taken them all off.
It's on the floor. It's fine.
Yeah. The nice thing about it is this set came with an entire extra set of missiles in case.
Did this come with the dudes, or did you?
No, I
have
just had them in there, and I didn't feel like taking them out when I left. And now that we've been through all that, I completely forgot what the 4th one was.
those?
I mean, probably it would be the rest of my Sky Striker collection because I'm not as rich as Jeremy, so I don't have 7. But when HasLab shows up with my new Sky Striker, then I'll I'll have 7.
That'll be the next one.
Or I'll have 6. I
Mount
mean,
Rushmore.
yeah. So, yeah, that's. That's what I have to say about all this.
No, that's great.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I mean, because like the Zartan, I got him for like $30 complete, which like that's just not.
That doesn't happen.
Never see him for less than $100 ever, and a lot of times I don't see just the figure for less than $100 if it's complete. And the Captain Bob Ace, which, okay, if someone listens to this and knows why they call him Captain Bob, please let me know because I don't. And
You need to know.
I'm sure I could ask the question anytime someone calls him Captain Bob, but I think a lot of people call him Captain Bob because someone else calls him Captain Bob.
Right, so no one knows why.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that one and Captain Bob, like those were like probably my best, the things that I'm most proud of. And I suppose the fourth one was going to be my 83 headquarters, is like the toy that set, because I never had that as a kid. And I love it, and it's awesome, and so I really I'm really proud of that one, that I actually have that, and it's almost complete now. I'm missing like 4 parts from it, but
So when Corey invites you to his toy room, he says, "Here are the 4 most important pieces to you that you want to show and make sure that they get to see."
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good.
So that's how I misunderstood the assignment.
No, it's fine. It's always entertaining, however you decide to do the topic. Yeah.
Is that a forklift?
Hey, so Elgin,
Yes.
your Mount Rushmore.
So,
You brought them, of course.
well, yes.
Always.
I kind of went through a different thought process
Yep.
The right one.
It's okay. No.
of it. Originally, I was like, okay, well, who, what figures should be on faces that represent on Mount Rushmore to replace the already figure faces that are on Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, He-Man should be on there. If it's from Motu, He-Man should be on there. But I was like, well, Thunder Punch, because that's my guy, Thunder Punch.
It's your guy.
So I was like, well, okay, He-Man, and then obviously Man-at-Arms probably should be on there as well. He's, his father figure. And I was like, well,
A
if a
staple of the show.
yeah, of the show, of the
most
Filmation,
important.
everything. A lot of my stuff is based on Filmation, the cartoon show. Like, well, if there's Man-at-Arms, then you have to have Tila as well. And then who's the fourth person? Like, well, I like the Mossman figure from Masterverse, so I was like, okay, that's 4. And like, but that's all just heroic warriors. That's boring.
Spooty and I were deciding if you'd pick Orko or not.
So no, he is not.
yeah.
He didn't make the list on any of them.
Okay.
No.
No,
It'd be like
Orko
us
is,
picking Wheelie.
Yeah.
Orko is sitting in the ticket gate at the end of the parking lot.
He's valet.
Just changing.
So
trash
then
cans.
they're all they're all heroic warriors. I'm like, I mean, Skeletor is obviously the iconic as well. So then I'm like, okay, well, let's make another list. So then I'm like, okay, we gotta have Skeletor, but which Skeletor? There's various variants. I'm like, well, should I pick Skelegod? Because that figure is awesome. So I just picked Skeletor for now as a placeholder. I'm like, well, if there's Skeletor, then you have to have Evil-Lyn. Because Evil-Lyn, they were connected, not only in the Masterverse Revelation show, but without the Filmation as well. And like, well, who else would I want as a evil warrior to go with him? I'm like, well, I always liked Modulok because he has many parts, and I still have it as a vintage figure, and I still have all the parts.
And it's fun to say.
Yeah, exactly. And he is an evil scientist, basically. And then I was like, well, who else should go with him? I was like, I didn't really want Hordak on there because I didn't really have him as a kid. So there's not that strong pull toward it. So I'm like, well, Leech was always a great character. And I remember always playing with him as a kid. So I'm like, well, that's all evil warriors. I can't have that. So I'm like, well, what if I just combine the 2 lists? So then it ended up being Skeletor, Evil-Lyn, Tila, and He-Man. Male, female, male, female, but both sides. But I'm like, well, that's kind of boring.
Oh.
I'm sensing you were conflicted about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to narrow things down.
So then I was like, well, let me look through my omnibus of figures
yes.
from Pixel Dan, and I was looking through that, and I was just looking at all the old vintage. I was just getting hit by like nostalgia bombs of just like, oh man, these I have a lot of these toys and it's great. And like I know what I'll do for my 4 figures is I'm just gonna go straight on, full on nostalgia, like what the figures I had as a kid,
Right.
and that I played with.
8-year-old Elgin.
Yeah, like 5-year-old playing with these toys. So it ended up being as my final Mount Rushmore being Thunder Punch,
Heck yeah.
He-Man, leading off as instead of George Washington, it's Thunder Punch looking all heroic out there. But then also Modulok, because he's so cool, and he can. And I remember getting him as a kid and just
2
like
heads. That's cheating.
and I get 2 heads.
Just kidding.
And I thought about that. I'm like, I also get 2
that
heads.
counts.
And
But yeah,
in a pinch, He-Man can ride Modulok.
exactly. You can just giddy up, Modulok. But I still have all the pieces, which I was surprised that I still had all of them, and it's just a cool figure. And then Leech, which I talked about earlier, I remember playing with him all the time as a kid, because on his back you can press it and it would suck into things. And we used to have, they still have it at my parents' house, a sliding glass door, and I would stick him onto the sliding glass door all the time. I basically like lick it and then stick it on there so it stayed longer.
So don't give that to Corey.
Yeah. But playing with this, and that's part of the Evil Horde as well. And they're making a new one for Origins, which I'm psyched to get here. But that one was just like, I played with that all the time as a kid, and just having it on there. And then the last one, another one I played with as a kid a lot, was Ratlore from the Snake Men, who even rattles.
Yeah, he does.
And if you push the button on his back,
My goodness.
his head extends out and strikes.
Yeah.
And I finally got the weapon for him as well later on, but there's a variant of this as well with the redneck, but having this one, so these are all very much nostalgic.
The nostalgic.
And ones I played with as a kid, and I
That's
still
awesome.
have them, and for me they were
So
all.
you went more for a nostalgia.
I went for full on nostalgia because I was like, I couldn't really decide on these other going through them. It seemed boring to me. They seemed like the easy choice to pick.
Chalk answers.
And I wanted to go. What's like core feelings of playing with toys, and I remember vividly playing with all these toys, and it's like seeing them now again. It's just like it makes me feel young again, and to me that having that on as a monument to see and be reminded of that every time you see it, that to me is very important to keep that nostalgia and remember that nostalgia.
Absolutely. All right, Spooty, what do you say? Well, let's just do ours together. Will that make it easier on you?
Are you gonna say it together at the same time?
I mean, I forget.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Mine's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I just went with Autobots,
Yep.
with Optimus Prime,
Yep.
obviously, Ultra Magnus, Grimlock, and Ironhide.
Meet
G1.
Grimlock, dead president.
But I noticed that you didn't.
Not all Dinobots.
And why this list? What was your criteria? The
Um,
leaders of the free world.
yeah, because that's
the-
what Mount
You saw
Rushmore
that,
was.
yeah. Mhm. Right. Mm-hmm.
So they were more the leaders of the Transformers.
Did Grimlock free the slaves?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he ate them.
Grimlock
And
does
Ethan.
become the leader of the Autobots. In the
Ironhide
comic
never
book.
really does, but
But he's a
yeah,
definite authority figure.
Yeah.
For sure.
yes.
Okay.
And I didn't go with any Decepticons, so
But we know what those
They
are. I
could,
made
yeah.
one of each too. Since you were
Pretty much
kind
the
of had
same
the
list.
idea. Let's do good guys. Let's do bad guys. So I had pretty much the same. I had Rodimus.
fuck Rodimus.
You don't like him, and I noticed there's a glaring omission of Bumblebee on your list.
Fuck Bumblebee.
Okay. All right. But I think we had a very clear Decepticon list. Ready? Megatron. Right.
He's not going to do it.
He's not, I know. Galvatron. Stars.
I wouldn't have had Galvatron on there.
No?
It works, but
I always saw him as the leader,
well, yeah,
sort of. So
Soundwave?
Soundwave, Starscream,
So I would have put Shockwave.
Shockwave.
I would have put Shockwave too, but only because I think his robot looks way cool.
Yeah.
The vintage one, like the G1 Shockwave, looks awesome.
And in the comic, is it the Dreamwave? Whatever the
RIDW.
yeah, he ends up like taking over. Like,
I don't know how to read, so
yeah. There's pictures.
oh yeah,
It's a comic book. That's the whole purpose of it, is to look at the pictures.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's okay, Corey. We all had fun interpretations. It's just more fun to give you shit.
I showed Jason while Elgin was talking.
Of course he did.
Why I'm vindicated here, because it says specifically
It's
in
not
the
important.
in the Slack document, it says your Mount Rushmore toys, the 4 toys you are most proud of and want to show the world.
Yeah,
So Jason is wrong.
that's all that matters. All right, let's move
I actually
on.
like the other version better though, like the whose faces.
Well, yeah, I was going to do that too. Who do you think? Just
Maybe we should have talked about it more.
Of all toys, I tried to this time and it still didn't.
And then it
Of
was like,
all
what?
toys,
Of all toys.
who deserves to be the biggest 4 of all time? And I think Corey's pretty close.
The only reason I picked Cobra Commander over anything else is because like there's a lot of good guy G.I. Joes and there's a lot of them that everyone knows, but like
You're not gonna fucking put Duke on
You're
there.
not- we knew you weren't gonna
Duke
put
sucks.
Duke.
Duke's always getting fucking captured and like he's terrible.
I put
I would
Destro
put-
in there.
I would
Destro.
well yeah
Destro
maybe
before Duke.
Destro before Duke. If I was gonna pick a Joe, like a good guy to stick on there, as
Well-
far as like the iconic, like most recognizable, it probably would have been Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah.
After
Yeah.
him, maybe
Yep.
Spirit, because Spirit was
yeah.
cool, and like the in the stories and the like the comics and the cartoons and stuff, like it wasn't ever Spirit, or it wasn't ever Snake Eyes and Storm Shadows that were getting into the big battles. It was always Spirit and Storm Shadow, and Spirit always kicked the shit out of him. But so yeah, if it
Sergeant
was going to
Slaughter.
be
But you're right, Snake
Yeah.
Eyes.
yeah, if it was going to
Those
be
are
a
good
Joe, it'd be
guys.
Snake Eyes. But Cobra Commander is like
The
the quintessential.
so he gets
Iconic.
He gets one of the heads.
Yeah, he gets ahead.
If you could only pick one, is it He-Man or Skeletor?
Probably Skeletor.
Oh, it's going bad. It's going bad, guys.
I know.
He's just
Spook.
more interesting as a character.
Oh yeah,
I-
this is
I
a
think,
good list. Yeah.
I think
It is.
Optimus would win over Megatron.
Mm.
What about you?
Oh well, I think Starscream's more interesting
so
of a
that's-
character than Optimus.
Collectively,
Oh.
that's our Mount Rushmore. Then Cobra Commander, Skeletor, Megatron, and Starscream.
He said
Oh,
Optimus.
Oh, you said Optimus. So there's only one good guy on our collective Mount Rushmore.
I mean, I like Grimlock better, but
But we should only probably have one transform. You're right.
But as
Star
far
Wars
as, like-
is the next
and then Darth
biggest.
Vader,
And then yeah, as far as like the aesthetics of
Papa Smurf.
what Mount Rushmore is going to look like when it is eventually carved
Mhm.
like this. I mean, Skeletor is going to look way more badass as a big rock head than He-Man
They
would.
probably get his face sculpt wrong anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
They'd get He-Man's smile all stupid.
yeah. I mean, they
But
wouldn't
yeah,
do it right.
Optimus is the most iconic of all time for sure, and then
Yep.
Darth Vader.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the 4, aren't they?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Did we just do like real?
Stuff.
Yeah, let's get out of that
we should
quick.
probably move on.
Yeah, let's definitely
Could
do
have just
that.
been all 4 Ghostbusters.
Oh, shit! That
Oh.
would be a good. That would make a good.
Hey Corey, remember that time we went and saw the G.I. Joe movie
Oh, it was so good
in the
yeah.
theater?
I mean, that movie. The movie's stupid. Let's not.
I
let's,
still haven't seen that.
Let's
movie.
not.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's not beat around the bush here. The movie is dumb.
Is it
fine.
better than the live action He-Man?
No.
Wow.
It's 90 minutes of shoot, go over here,
Yeah,
shoot,
there's
shoot, go,
practically no story.
get over here. It's just so much action. It does
and
not
then
stop.
The
It's
Cobra
awesome.
Commander origin story from the cartoon is completely and totally different from the comics. and it's because someone asked about this actually in one of the Facebook groups, like, why is this story different? And I was the first to answer with the only right answer, because Hasbro didn't give a shit about the storyline. So that was it.
But yeah, it's the most action-packed 90
Yeah,
minutes
it's like
of TV.
It's nothing but
If you like
go,
to
go,
see
go.
things blow up, man, watch the G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah.
It's
I love
insane.
it. I love it because it's
Yeah.
80s nostalgia, insane goodness, but it is really a stupid movie. It's like if they made the stupidness factor is like if the entire Transformers movie had been that fucking Ba Weep Grana Weep Ninny Bonk dance thing on Junk. Yeah. Planet Junk.
So about that break,
Yeah.
here we go, the podcast network.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Oh man, I'm so tired of driving. Elgin, it's your turn.
All right, Jason, go take a nap in the passenger seat, and I got the
Done.
wheel. We're going over to Time Warp Toys and more at 13230 Tesson, or maybe T-Son, Ferry Road, St. Louis, Missouri. They had a large collection of toys. However, I think I had everything that was there, pretty much. And we went to it on
You
Toy Tour
always say
22. Well,
they had
it's-
some Snake Mountain shells, but they were
all
expensive.
roached out for like
Yeah.
$10. There was like, you should
Yeah.
be paying me to take this from you.
Yeah.
For me, no deals to be had. I don't know if you guys.
I didn't buy anything either. It was they had a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
They even had like some cool box stuff in the back,
Mhm.
G.I. Joe stuff. But it was one of the we can't haggle because the owner's not here type
Right.
of things.
Yes, that's
And
why
that's
no deals.
always, unless I find something that's already a great price, which the prices weren't bad, but
Yeah.
I always want to haggle. But
Right.
unless I find something that's already a great price, like the we can't haggle if the owner's not here is always a complete turnoff for me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was. I knew something was like, because there's like two
Yeah, two kids.
kids basically running the shop, and
Yeah. And they were cool.
Is that the one where the trucker was outside?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
trucker was out there.
They,
It was like,
they were actually haggling, but they had to like ask each other.
oh, okay,
Because you
Because
got
I
the
got a
okay.
pretty good deal on this guy.
Like Grim.
So I might be
Hey.
remembering it
Grimmy.
wrong, but yeah, I,
And they
I
had
tried
a-
to haggle something
A
with them.
ton of like the Creo, like they had the J.
Yeah.
Joe and
Yeah.
Transformer Creo box.
Yeah,
but your Grimlock was broken, and you're like, but I'll get him cheap and fix him, and then you fix him in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, his wing was snapped off,
yeah,
and his tabs broken
yeah.
there.
They had some cool stuff in there. It just,
But I think I got him for
Nothing
like,
you needed.
fucking
Yeah,
20
stuff
bucks.
already
He has
had.
both of his guns.
But it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
yeah.
It's a cool store.
I got a vintage Dinobot there too. I got Slag.
also got the micro block Optimus Prime sitting upstairs on
nice.
my computer desk.
they had one. I guess they had one mint on card thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was some Skeletor variant that was made by Super 7,
Mm.
but they wanted like a ridiculous amount of money for it. I'm like, nah.
Of the two St. Louis stores we went to, it was definitely the better one. But
The other one was.
The
solid.
other
Saga,
one was
yeah.
really big.
yeah, it will be cool.
Which we'll,
Yeah.
we're,
It
we're gonna
fills up.
talk about that one on a different episode.
We've already talked about
Oh, we
it
have.
on an
Okay.
episode in the past.
Okay. So it was big,
Yes.
but it was almost too big because like a lot of this, like the G.I. Joe display looked. They had like 4 cases, and they could have fit it all into half a case. It just was like it looked really sparse.
And
They did have a
the
lot of
Transformers was even
vintage
worse.
He-Man.
They had a lot of cool vintage He-Man stuff.
Anyway, we've already talked about that. So this
Yes.
is Time
Time
Warp
Warp.
Toys and more
Let's-
doing.
It
And
was
let's
pretty
get a
good.
copyright strike again.
Nope. Okay. So Thank you.
13230 Tussin Ferry Road, St. Louis.
Tasson.
Tucson.
Didn't the wait, I'm thinking of the other one we went to.
Yep.
Never mind.
Cool. We were almost to move on there.
Yep,
That was
sorry.
good. Oh, man.
Go
But
there.
look, yes, do what Elgin says.
Go there.
Go to the store. Let's also now go to Corey with Talking Toys.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Let's
Hi,
talk some toys.
everybody.
Let's get right into it here. From Facebook, Brian Clark says,
Oh, yes.
Godzilla. I may have said a swear in that name earlier, didn't I? Did I
Might-
do a swear in
you might have.
Godzilla?
I don't know.
Godzilla, Megatron, Shredder. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
Shredder. I didn't
Shredder.
really think of the turtles because they're
Stinking Toidles.
4 of them right there.
pretty. Yeah, shit, man.
He's going pretty bad so
I
far.
know. And the brain boxed T-Rex from Dino Riders.
What?
I'm
The 2 dinosaurs.
I don't know anything about Dino Riders, so
Brain box?
I've heard of him. I don't know. I mean, Brian's a smart guy, so he knows what he's talking about here. And I am genuinely shocked that none of us thought to put the 4 turtles on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Huh.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
From over in the Twitterverse, we have 80s Forever. He says, I am the 80s!
Jesus.
Sorry.
Wow. That's loud.
Well, he needs to turn it down.
It's still loud.
It's his fault.
I am the 80s. That means any mainline toy is the Mount Rushmore. You offered a trick question. From Rainbow Bright to Gundam, Transformers, He-Man, She-Ra, and the holograms. Sorry, She-Ra, Gem and the holograms, TMNT, you name it. You skipped G.I. Joe there. 80s forever. The 80s has it. You name it, the 80s has it. That's from 1977 to 1994. 80s wins, period. So the 80s started in 1977 and ended in 1944.
That's what I
I don't
just
know
heard.
if you guys knew that.
1994. Sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Chunk of toys.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like if you're an 80s baby,
Yep.
you played with that 70s stuff. And you played with that 90s stuff. I mean, we're almost off. Well, we're from the 70s. Jason and I are from the
Yes.
70s. Spoody, are you from the 70s?
Yes.
Barely though. 79, right? So, anyway, yeah,
80s
that's
baby.
what
80s baby.
that's what 80s Forever had to say. But yeah, I mean, if you're from the 80s or 70s, whatever, you played with that stuff through like 94. Anyway, Derek J. Hoover, he says He-Man, Duke, or Flint, Lion-O. Hey, we'll vote for Lion-O.
All right.
And
Hey.
Optimus Prime. So
Probably Flint instead, right?
Yeah.
Did I say Flint? Yeah,
said Duke or
Duke
Flint.
or Flint.
So
Yeah, I would
Flint.
choose Flint over
Just
Duke.
hate Duke.
Duke is stupid.
Now Duke Nukem. There you go.
Yeah, Duke Nukem. Yeah. Anyway, that's thank you for your contributions, listeners, and we will move on.
That
So-
is the one he's talking
Oh,
about.
the brain.
Oh, right
box.
on. Oh
Is that
yeah,
the-
brain box.
Is
Oh
that the
yeah,
bird
okay.
box? Is that?
No.
is
Brain
that-
box. Yeah,
It's a T-Rex.
brain box T-Rex. Okay, yeah, because it's got like a thing to because his brain is pea-sized, right? So he's got to be smarter.
It's
than
actually
that.
larger than what they thought.
Yeah, Corey.
well.
Like cat-sized.
Yeah, way bigger.
Oh, okay.
Then like a peanut or walnut, I think is
mean,
what they originally
yeah.
thought. Anyway, that's
I know how big's my cat. I know how smart my cats are.
Was everybody?
You put my cat's brain in a T-Rex, and it's just going to sit there and lick its crotch and sleep all day. I don't think.
now that would be a good Jurassic Park movie.
I'd watch that sequel.
Here's my asshole. I'm going to show it to you a whole bunch of times.
A little spray bottle gets rid of the
Instead of going
dinosaurs,
like this and clicking, it's like
and they run away. Dinosaur be gone.
yeah.
Oh God.
All right, let's get out of there here and watch that. What do you think? Before we go, though, don't forget to stop by our Patreon page where you can support our show. If you like what we're doing, you want to help us out a little bit, get over there and pick a tier that's best for you. That's patreon.com/cracktasticplastic.
Hey, and if you listen on Apple Podcasts, give us a review. Bump
Oh,
that
man.
up there.
That'd be so good. We'll read it on the show.
Heck yeah, we will. Someone will.
That's right.
Not me.
We're going to make Corey do it because he loves to show off that he can read.
Ooh, I'm fancy. I can read.
All right. I'm definitely
Sign
pushing the
language,
button.
too.
Oh, man. He's so multi-talented. Now I got to get out
I
of here.
can't be awesome in more languages than one, though. Not like Elgin.
All right. Well, I got to go look up that sign language and what that means.
I think it means you're number one.
I'm number one. Thanks,
Yeah.
Corey.
Hey, you're number one. Yeah.
All right. Everybody, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.